The night was dark and stormy, with heavy rain pelting the windshield of my car. I was driving down a desolate road, miles away from civilization. The only source of light was the feeble glow of my headlight, cutting through the inky blackness. I had taken this shortcut through the woods to save time, but it was quickly becoming clear that I had made a great mistake. The rain had intensified, and the wind howled through the trees, creating an eerie symphony of sounds. Thunder rumbled in the distance, and lightning lit up the sky, casting long, sinister shadows that seemed to dance in the periphery of my vision. I couldn't help but feel a growing sense of unease, as if the very woods themselves were watching me. I had heard stories about this road, tales of strange happenings and mysterious disappearances. They said it was haunted, that those who ventured down it at night were never seen again. I had always dismissed such stories as superstition, but as I continued to drive deeper into the darkness, doubt crept into my mind. The road twisted and turned, seemingly leading me deeper into the heart of the forest. I couldn't see any sign of civilization, and my phone had lost signal long ago. Panic began to well up inside me, but I forced myself to stay calm. I had no choice but to keep driving forward and hope I would eventually find my way out. As I rounded a particular sharp curve, I saw something that made my blood run cold. Standing in the middle of the road was a figure, a silhouette shrouded in darkness. I slammed on the brakes, my heart pounding in my chest. The figure didn't move, and I couldn't make out any details, but I had an overwhelming sense of dread. I honked the horn, hoping to scare the person off the road, but they remained motionless. I couldn't go around them, and I couldn't go back up the narrow, windy road. I was trapped. I grabbed my phone, desperate for a signal, but it was still dead. I was on my own. Summoning all my courage, I slowly approached the figure, my headlights revealing a pale, ghostly face. It was a woman, her eyes wide and vacant, as if she were lost in a trance. She wore a tattered white dress that clung to her form. Drenched by the rain, her hair hung in wet, matted strands, and her skin was deadly pale. I rolled down my window and called out to her, but she didn't respond. She just stood there, staring at me with those hollow eyes. A shiver ran down my spine as I realized that this woman was not of this world. She was a ghost, a lost soul, and I was in her domain. Trembling hand, I reached for the door, intending to flee on foot, but as soon as I touched the handle, the woman let out a blood-curdling scream. It echoed through the night, a sound so full of pain and anguish that it made my heart ache. I yanked my hand back and slammed the car into reverse, backing up as fast as I could. The woman began to move towards the car, her steps slow and deliberate. I could see her face more clearly now, and it was twisted in a grotesque, malevolent grin. Her ghostly form seemed to flicker and shift, and I realized that she was not alone. More figures emerged from the darkness surrounding my car. They were all women, all dressed in tattered white garments, all with the same vacant eyes. I was trapped, surrounded by these reptile figures, and there was no way out. I could feel their malevolence, their hunger for something that I couldn't understand. The rain continued to pour, and the thunder and lightning raged around me, as if nature itself was in on this sinister plan. In a moment of desperation, I closed my eyes and prayed for help. I begged for a way out of this nightmare, for a chance to escape. And then, as if in response to my plea, a blinding bolt of lightning struck a tree nearby, setting it ablaze. The flames illuminated the night, casting the ghost in an air-flickering light. And in that moment, I saw something that chilled me to the bone. The faces of the women were contoured in agony, their features twisted and distorted. It was as if the fire's light had revealed their true tormented soul. They let out a collective unearthly wail, a sound that echoed through the night and sent shivers down my spine. The flames continued to rage, and the ghost retreated, fading into the darkness. I stood that moment, slammed my foot on the gas pedal and sped away from that accursed road. The rain and wind continued to batter my car, but I didn't stop until I reached the safety of the nearest town. As I sat in a diner, still trembling from the encounter, couldn't help but reflect on the lesson I had learned that night. I had dismissed the stories of the haunted road as superstition, but I had witnessed something beyond explanation. There are things in this world that we can't comprehend, forces beyond our control. It was a stark reminder that we should never underestimate the mysteries of the night, for in the darkness, the most chilling secrets may be revealed. And so, as I finished my meal and prepared to leave, I made a promise to myself never to venture down the haunted road again. I had escaped with my life, but I had learned a lesson that would stay with me forever. The night held mysteries and terrors that I could never fully understand, and it was a road I will never be tempted to travel again.